her speech titled Blind Maybe, Burden Never. Vaishnavi Renduchintala, Blind Maybe, Burden Never. Please welcome her to the virtual statement.
What if I told you that the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company was once considered a curse the day he was born? Let me take you back to a small village in Andhra Pradesh, India. It's 1991. A baby boy is born. But instead of joy and celebration, there's silence. Why? Because the baby was blind. Neighbors whispered, "Oh no, what a shame!" Some even suggested the unthinkable. Just leave him, he'll only be a burden. But that baby had other plans. His name? Srikant Bolla. Let me ask you a question. Has anyone here ever been denied access to school or education? No, right? Now, let's be honest. Most of us complain if the Wi-Fi is slow, if there's less cheese on the pizza, or even worse, when everyone else is on vacation and you're stuck at home taking a world tour from your bed to the refrigerator and back. We grumble and say life isn't fair to us. But Srikant, he was denied something far more important: school admission. Simply because he was blind. The school literally said, "We don't accept students like him." Imagine that. Being refused the right to learn, not because you're lazy, not because you're naughty, but because you can't see. But Srikant didn't say, "Oh well." He said, "Oh really?" He finally found a school that believed in him, and not only did he catch up, he also topped his class in 10th grade. But even after he got into school, things weren't easy. Textbooks weren't made for blind students. Notes weren't in Braille. And that's when a special teacher stepped in. Someone who didn't see a disability, but a world of possibility. She recorded all the lessons on her tape recorder hour after hour so that Srikant could listen, rewind, and study at his own pace. While other students had textbooks and notes, Srikant had the three T's: trust, technology, and a teacher who truly believed in him. And that made a world of difference. Now, most of us would stop there and say, "Mission accomplished." But not Srikant. He wanted more. He wanted to study science. The education board said, "Science? For a blind student? Are you kidding?" Srikant said, "I'm blind, not brainless." So what did he do? He fought the system, took his case to court, and guess what? He won! And he scored a whopping 98% on his board exams. Now, he set his sights on India's premier college, the Indian Institute of Technology, or IIT. And let me tell you, getting into IIT is no joke. It is one of the toughest exams in the world, with an acceptance rate of just 2.5% and over 1 million people applying. But he got rejected. Not because he didn't qualify, but because they didn't know how to handle a blind student. While others cried over one rejection email, Srikant applied to many, one of which was MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And just like IIT, MIT isn't easy either. But guess what? They said yes! He became the first international blind student in MIT's history. And he returned to India and built Bullet Industries, a company that employs people with disabilities and makes eco-friendly products. Let me say this again. The boy they called a burden grew up to create jobs for others once called the same. Srikant didn't need sight to see a better world. He needed grit, guts, and an unshakable belief in himself. He once said, I may be blind, but I have vision. In a world where people with perfect eyes can't even see their own worth, Srikant reminds us that the biggest disability is not blindness, it's self-doubt. So, the next time someone tells you you can't, smile politely and go do it anyway. Because, like Srikant, you don't need eyes to dream big. You just need the vision to never stop trying. Thank you.
We're going to take some time for the judges to finish their ballots.